This is 5th grade math, lesson 25. So you guys do have a quiz today, but before you take your quiz, I need you to get out your books and open it to page 49. And I'm going to do a few problems with you on the board, and then you're going to go right on into your quiz, and it's going to be a really easy, fun math day. And for those of you who are on the video and are doing your problems on the video, you will get extra credit on your quiz. So hopefully everybody is watching this video. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, so you can pause the video until you're ready to go. All right, so section number 1 on page 49, let's look at our first problem. It says 5 feet equals how many inches? We all know that we have 3 steps in converting measures. 1, 2, 3. Our first step is to decide if we're going to multiply or divide. Larger to smaller, multiply. Smaller to larger, then you divide. We are going from feet to inches, so that is definitely larger to smaller, so we are going to multiply. We put our x beside our step number 1. Our step number 2, we find our special number. How many inches are in a foot? Well, that is 12. So we're going to multiply our special number 12 times our given number 5, and 12 times 5 is 60. So 5 feet equals 60 inches. Okay? Go ahead and look at letter B. Letter B says 16 quart equals how many gallons? We're going to put our 3 steps right underneath. And our first step is quart to gallons. Is that larger to smaller or smaller to larger? Quart to gallons is smaller to larger. Larger to smaller, multiply. Smaller to larger, then you divide. And quarts to gallon is smaller to larger. Put your division sign beside number 1. Number 2, we have to find our special number. So how many quart are in a gallon? 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. So our special number is 4. So we are going to multiply divide our given number 16 by our special number 4. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. So 16 quart equals 4 gallon. Go ahead and look at section number 2. No, I'm sorry. We're still in section number 1. Look at letter G. 9 weeks equal how many days? If we're going from weeks to days, well, first we got to get our 3 steps under there. Weeks to days, are we going larger to smaller or smaller to larger? We are going larger to smaller. Very good. So we will multiply. How many days are in a week for our special number? There are 7 days in a week. So we multiply our given number, 9, times our special number, 7. And 9 times 7 equals 63. So 9 weeks equals 63 days. All right, next we have, this is letter H. 4 tons equal how many pounds? Our 3 steps. Just because we know that tons is a big number does not mean that we cannot work the problem. It works the same. Ton to pounds, is that larger to smaller or smaller to larger? It is definitely larger to smaller, so we will multiply. And what's our special number? We have to think, how many pounds are in a ton? How many pounds are in a ton? 2,000. 2,000 pounds are in a ton. So that's our special number. We multiply our special number, 2,000, times our given number, 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. And we put on those 3 zeros, so it's 8,000. So 4 tons equals 8,000 pounds. Okay? Now go to section 2 and look at letter A. We have 9 pint plus 6 quart equals how many pint? So they want us to add pints together, but we have pints and quarts. So we are going to have to change our quarts to pints. So we're going to rewrite 9 pints because that's not going to change. Plus, we have to leave a blank because we are changing that 6 to pints. Those 6 quarts to pints equals blank pints. So our conversion is going to go right here between the 6 quarts and the pints. So we'll make our conversion box right there. We'll put our 1, 2, 3 in our box. And now it's just like it is up here. Quarts to pints, larger to smaller or smaller to larger. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. So we are going larger to smaller, so we will multiply. And our special number, how many pints are in a quart? That is 2. So we multiply our special number 2 times our given number 6, and 2 times 6 equals 12. We got to bring it up here and put it on the line because we just converted 6 quarts. It equals 12 pints. Now we're ready to add 9 pints plus 12 pints, and that equals 21 pints. And we write 21 on both lines. All right, now we have 2 years minus 100 days. It doesn't matter how big our numbers get. The formula is the same. We do it the same way. So don't stop and say, I can't do this. Don't put your pencil down. We do it the same way, okay? 2 years minus 100 days equals blank days. So we have to turn these years into days so we can say however many days minus 100 days equals blank days. So we're going to say blank days minus 100 days equals blank days. So this is where our conversion box is going to be. From 2 years to days. So we have to say 1, 2, 3 steps. That doesn't change. Years to days, is that larger to smaller or smaller to larger? It is larger to smaller, so we will multiply. What's our special number? How many days are in a year? 365. And then we're going to multiply 365 times our given number 2. 5 times 2 is 10, put 0 down, carry the 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13, put 3 down, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So we have 730 days minus 100 days equals 700 minus 100, 630 days. And that is our answer. So I need you to be very sure that you have written your problems carefully. Be sure that anything that I have written on the board that you have written on your paper, tear that paper out and either put it in your remote folder, or if you are a hybrid student, put it in your red folder to bring back to school with you, okay? All righty, do good on your quiz.